Chop it up, break it down real quick. Talking big moves, we don't plan on quitting. Chop it up, lay it out real clean. Turning little visions to $1 million dream. Chop it up, you can talk a good game. Turn a small spark to $1 million flame. Chop it up, stack that plan from the bottom to the top. Yeah, we taking that chance. Chop it up, chop it up, chop it up, chop it up.
What's going on, man? This is your boy Jay. This is another episode of Chop It Up. Y'all, so I'm so excited about this week. I got so much, man, I want to talk to y'all about. So let's get into my week last week, y'all. So I got rushed to the emergency room. And I always tell y'all to make sure that you're taking care of yourselves. Y'all, I wasn't taking care of myself, and I apologize. I was working on some projects and things that I had going on, and I was outside. And the outside feels like 94 degrees. So I have been ripping and running all day, man, and forgot to even drink water or anything like that. Hadn't had anything to eat, y'all. I've been working. Been trying to make sure that I get everything that I need for this show, everything for you guys. And I was trying to cook some food, man, and it turned out so good. Made some meatloaf, man. It was delicious. But still ended up having to go to the emergency room, y'all. Had to get 3 bags of IV fluids. And I still really thank God that he kept me, you know what I mean? And I prayed the entire way. I made sure that, I was okay. And my fiance made sure that I was okay. Shout out to my fiance, shout out to him, because he was there, and he really, really took care of me. And I appreciate him and I love him so much. But y'all, I just tried to make sure that I prayed the entire way and God healed me and kept me. And I'm back here with y'all. So I never do that shit again, and I always make sure y'all stay hydrated in hot weather, man. If y'all outside, if y'all doing anything, if y'all in the garden, if y'all watering flowers, if you're just out at the beach, if you out anywhere, man, y'all make sure y'all stay hydrated during this summer, okay? Learn from me. Make sure y'all stay hydrated. So now we passed my health scare. Let's get into our first chop session. Y'all, this is gonna be busy going on, because there's so much going on in the past week, 2 weeks, whatever the case may be. It's been crazy. And y'all know Father's Day getting ready to come up. So yeah, Scary Movie 3 was released. So they got good, but shit, they look like they had bad reviews on Rotten Tomatoes, but they had some good reviews, some bad reviews. But let me tell y'all, Gen Z was saying, I think it was Gen Z or Gen X, one of them, the new generation was basically saying that the jokes were too harsh. As far as it's talking about Trump, talking about Republicans, there were jokes made about that. It was jokes made about LGBTQ. It were jokes made about non-binary. It was just crazy, you know what I mean? And it's like a lot of them weren't okay with the jokes that were being made. And like I can't get into it, because the thing about it is Sean and Marlon, they're trying to push the envelope. So I can understand where they're coming from, and show that they're in this new generation, but also they do need to respect the other generation as well. You know what I'm saying? But I haven't seen the movie yet. I want to go see it. I love the Scary Movie franchise. Love the Scary Movie. I love the Scary Movie franchise, White Chicks. And y'all, he said if the Scary Movie franchise does good and this Scary Movie does good, there may be a White Chicks 2 in the making. I want to go see it. Ready to go see it. Because I'm just ready to see that's a beautiful chocolate. Yeah. But that was one of my favorite movies. So I hate that Rotten Tomatoes gave them that type of review, and they probably gave them that type of review because of the things and the jokes that they had. You know what I mean? This wasn't what, you know what I'm saying? You can't please everybody, and some things are offensive. Some things can definitely come off offensive. It's just, most people need to pay attention to them, and you have to watch out for other people and watch what you're saying in these day and ages, because they have so much that people don't like and people find disrespectful versus 20 years ago. So it's just, walking on thin ice, with a lot of comedians at this point right now. It's real risky. But I hope the movie does well. I'm going to see it. I'm gonna give y'all an update when I go look at it. Make sure y'all comment below and tell me if y'all seen it and what was y'all favorite part. Just don't tell the whole movie out, because I gotta see it. But let's get into our second session, y'all. This has been the talk. So we had a young man named Carmelo Anthony, not the basketball player and not his son. Let me clarify. That unalived another team named Austin Metcalf. I think a lot. It's everything is up in the air. Everything is on fire right now because everybody's calling an unfair trial. Everything that's going on, and he did it at a track meet. So apparently, Carmelo brought the alleged weapon to the track meet. So I'm not sure if the Austin guy was picking on him or what was going on, or I'm unclear. So I just don't understand. A lot of people are wondering why the deliberation only took 3 days. That's a big thing going on. And then they also said that the whole jury was white. The jury was white. The jury was white. Also, the judge was white, and they said that the judge knew the young kid's family and the father that was unalive. So, yeah, and they gave him 35 years. So I don't understand. A lot of people are saying that if the roles were reversed, would he have gotten 35 years? Okay, listen. I don't know if the young kid was getting bullied or not. I don't know. And that, I don't know if it's just that's yet to be determined. I need to look a little bit more into it. But self-defense is one thing. I'll say that. If he was defending himself from them, if they were bullying him, if they were beating him up, if they were doing certain things like that to him, then he had the right to defend himself. Do I feel personally, this is for me, do I feel like unaliving somebody should be your first answer? No, absolutely no. I don't feel like that should be your first answer. And the thing is, when it comes down to certain decisions that you make, you could be a great student. You could be a great person. You could be a great father, mother, sister, brother, whatever the case may be. But if you make certain decisions, they come with consequences. So I have to stick by that on that aspect. If he was not being bullied, you know what I mean? Even if he was being bullied, just still unaliving was not the answer. I don't feel like that was the answer that should have been done. And I'm not sure how all of this is gonna go. Should he have been given 35 years to life? Could it have been a bit deliberated a little bit differently? Yes, it could have. But it just kind of chokes me up sometimes when I see certain stuff like this, y'all, because I hate to see our black kids dealing with stuff like this. But hopefully the parents, can get everything together and help the young man, and to the families to the family that lost Austin, I pray for you, because it's hard to lose a child. So I just want to get on another episode. Sign please. All right, y'all. Russell Wilson finally retired. He put in his 2-week notice. This man said he retired. This man said he done been through everything. He said he got his wife. He said he got his money. He got his kids, and he out the door. So he's put in a lot of time. He's taking care of his family. He's made a lot of money. Maybe maybe he might go into coaching. You know what I'm saying? We don't know what's next for Russell. That man, he paid for Sierra's, I forgot what album it was, to be produced. He might turn into a music producer. You don't ever know what that man might do. But I'm just really happy for him as a black man to, stand the test of time, stand the things that are going on between other people, and the criticism that he constantly got, and how he really stood up for his wife, really was there through all the controversy with Future and Future Jr. and all that stuff like that. Like, it's a lot to try to deal with all that and then maintain a career at the same time. So kudos, you know what I'm saying? Big ups to Russell Wilson, man. You know, and congratulations on your retirement, man. I hope they give you more money. I hope you find another purpose, whatever you got going on, whether that be coaching, whether that be a dad, whether that be a husband, whatever the case may be, man. You know, congratulations to you. So, I don't typically know too much about this next person, but it's still an accomplishment. You know, I especially for the Black community, for LGBTQ and everything like that. So we had our first trans person win a Tony by the name of Queen Jean. I don't know who Queen Jean is, but to be the first Black trans person to win a Tony, that's big. That's huge. That's an amazing accomplishment. And I send nothing but shout out to you, Queen Jean. You are amazing. That milestone is something that needed to be set. I definitely want to go look more into your work, whether it be acting. I know Tony comes from, I think Tony, you get Tonys from being on Broadway and all that. So definitely you have to be the hardcore real deal if you're on Broadway. You have to be good. You cannot be mediocre. So, with that being said, to be a trans woman doing that, man, keep doing what you're doing, Queen Jean. That's a big one for us. That's a big one for Black people. Definitely a big one for Black people, trans community, LGBTQ. That's amazing. So y'all, Cardi B, and I just want to get into it because I don't want them. I only want them, you know what? Don't worry about it. Cardi B made her mark, another stamp. She's the first female rapper to perform at the NYC Madison Square Garden game. First female rapper. Y'all, that girl has been working hard, man. I really do appreciate Cardi. Cardi is a grinder. She works so hard at what she does, and that needs to be appreciated. And a lot of people try to criticize her, all the, you know, back in the day with all that mess controversy going on, and about she don't write her own rap, she don't come with the man. The woman works hard, and I honestly feel like she has a hand in her own right, and I feel like she does. But to do that is a huge accomplishment. You know, Charles Barkley made a comment about her D's and double D's, and then she got the long name and all that stuff like that. Probably do got some D's, and there ain't no B's. But yeah, shout out to Cardi B. I'm so glad that she really is owning her life, and she's really trying to stay on top of it, really stay on top of the game, really make sure she put the work in. And kudos, Cardi B. Keep doing it, man. Keep doing it. Y'all, so this is from my childhood, and I'm glad that I don't know the truth to it, but Omar Good said it, so I don't know. So he was on the show. So the show Smart Guy with Taj Mowry, I think Essence Atkins, and Omar Good, and I forgot the father's name. So he did an interview, and he was basically talking about why the show ended and what happened. So from my understanding and from what he said, it was a pay discrepancy with Taj. So a lot of people are speculating that at his age, he couldn't have had an issue with pay because he was a kid, he was a child, and it was probably his parents, and this and that, and this and that. I don't care who it was, in my opinion. As a child or as a parent, if you're not paying my child what they're worth, we are about to leave. So it don't matter what happened. I don't care who it came from. If my parents knew, if I was a child star, my parents knew that I wasn't getting paid what I shouldn't be getting paid, then yes, as a parent, I would have got up. I expect the parent to get the child up and let's go. Because you're not going to work me to death and not give me the pay that I'm due. That's on with any job. I don't care what it is. So whether he did that as the kid or not, it don't matter. Smart Guy was an amazing show. I loved it. I wish they would do a reboot. That would be dope. You know, I don't know where it was spanning into or where we're going to. Maybe Todd will have a daughter or a son that's just as smart as him, you know, genius level, and bring Marcus back and everybody like that. It would kind of be dope. I would like to see the cameos and everything there on the show. And I just would like to see the plot. But, you know, y'all, parents, let's be off of that. Parents, protect your kids. They're young and y'all in show business and y'all show business parents, protect your kids, man. Y'all are the only thing that stands between them and somebody effing with them. Y'all are the only thing standing in between that when they are children. So if you want to jump out there as a bear on your kids, I applaud you. Because, yeah, do that. Do that. Those kids can't protect themselves at that moment. You can protect them. So let's get into our second chop session. Y'all know this is my favorite. Y'all know it because we talk about everything. We talk about love, money, situations, work, jobs, school, how your family's doing, your kids are doing, what to do, what not to do, relationship drama, your man not doing right. Let's get into it. Y'all, I got this one in. This is a big one. I want to know. Let me know what y'all think in the comments below. So, fellas, could you wife a woman that you know one of your friends done cracked already? Okay, so there's two sides to that. When did you know him? And if we are still friends or not? Let me explain. So, if one of my friends or somebody I knew smashed my spouse and smashed the person I'm with before I knew them and before I knew my spouse, I'm cool. I don't care nothing about who you were with before you got with me. I don't care nothing about that. Do I care about, as far as it's like a past relationship that could have caused you trauma and stuff like this? We need to have conversations about that. But other than that, I don't need to know about that. You know what I'm saying? That ain't got nothing to do with me if I knew the person and this and this and that. That and the third. That ain't got nothing to do with me. Whoop-de-woo. Y'all smashed. I know the guy. I done met him before I seen him, whatever case may be. Move on to the next. Because I'm smashing you right now. This mine. You mine. So that was in the past. And I don't know. Now, however, if I'm still friends with this person and they just tell me they pull like a Kimbella Christian type of bullshit and tell me, I smashed your girl back in the day, or I smashed your spouse. Nah. Let me tell you something. Ain't nobody finna be able to tell me how good something is that I done smashed or I'm smashing. Nobody. Especially if I'm in a relationship. Nobody. Hell no. We ain't boys, we ain't cool. At that point, none of that. And the moment you tell me that, that's it. We're at the door. No, we can't be cool no more, bro. Especially like that. And they're probably gonna result in a fight. Because why would you sit here and tell me that? So those are my two aspects of it. I feel like it's not an issue if y'all didn't know each other. It is an issue if you're still friends and you still in the same room with this, then we cool. Hell no. I'll knock out, man, no, don't worry, but I'll knock all this shit over. This is a big one that I got. Can social media really ruin relationships? Okay, so it's two sides of this as well. A lot of people say that they can because of other people, and a lot of people say that they shouldn't, that the relationship was already messed up beforehand. I disagree. Because the thing is, the trust is there in a relationship. The trust can be there 100%. If you have somebody randomly call you on Facebook or something like that, anything like this, and some of y'all guys, y'all be weird, man. Y'all want to call these females, just randomly call them on Facebook for whatever reason, y'all. And stop doing that. Stop doing that. That shit is lame. Stop doing that. But anyway, you have somebody that calls your wife on FaceTime, on Facebook or something like this, just some random. Even if the trust is there, she still has to explain to this man why this other man is calling her out of the blue and what makes him feel comfortable calling her out of the blue like this. I don't care how trust that is, an explanation always needs to be given to the spouse and to the person that you're with about what's going on. You owe them that. So I definitely feel like social media can have an issue with that. Also, this is my personal opinion. I don't feel like Now it could work for somebody else. Whatever works, whatever's good for the goose is good for the gander, they say. But I don't personally feel like that in a relationship, if you have people who are into social media where they are, they ain't got no clothes on, they taking their clothes off, they always either in thongs, they always taking nude photos. If I go to your profile, you got nothing but shirtless pics, nothing but underwear pics, nothing but this and that, nothing but showing prints and nothing but showing your ass, your cat and all this stuff like this. I don't feel like that's conducive to a relationship. I never feel like that's conducive to a relationship. Because eventually somebody's gonna get jealous, or somebody's gonna slip through the cracks, or you're gonna try to talk, or somebody's gonna try to talk to you that may look good, may be fine, and they may slip through the cracks, and you may message them, you may say something to them, whatever the case may be, or they may just get tired of seeing the messages that people are sending you. They send hearts, they send all the nasty emojis, all the nasty inboxes and stuff like that. Eventually, that's gonna be a problem. I always feel like that. Quote me if I'm wrong, they might have some successful relationships out there like this, but pretty much everyone that I've seen, that both parties that were doing that, the relationship was over. It was over. So they may have some that still make it. You know what I'm saying? That do OnlyFans together. More kudos to the ones that do it, but that's just not my cup of tea. That ain't how I look at it. What I look at it is that that's mine. You know what I mean? Now, if I'm doing a shoot for Calvin Klein and getting $1 million for it, then we can do some underwear shoots and this and that. I'm getting paid, but to just be giving it out there for free, and then I'm in a relationship with my relationship person, my spouse is giving it, no, that's mine. You know what I'm saying? Even for gym heads, you know what I'm saying? Cool. Showing your body and stuff like this in your progress, that's great. But every photo in your archive should not be nude. Like, every photo. The rest of them, you don't have no clothes on, all of them. That's thirst trapping, whatever the case may be. I'm not a thirst trapper when it comes down to taking off clothes and all that stuff like that. I'm just not, I don't, yeah. But, to each his own. This is another one too that I got. Let me see what y'all think about this in the comments below. Do men avoid opening up to women out of being afraid or fear that it's going to be used against them? Yes. And the reason being why is a lot of women on Mad Day, and I hate to say it, a lot of women on Mad Day, they bring out the things that hurt the worst. So sometimes guys that have given them a soundbite or really confided in them, sometimes some women, they'll use that as ammo to hurt his ego, to hurt his pride, and that's not right. That's not right. Anything that I've told anybody out of confidence and anything that somebody's told me out of confidence, I never, ever tell anyone. I don't care what you've done to me. I don't care what kind of issue we've had. I don't care what has happened. I will never do that to somebody. If you told me something out of confidence, I will never tell somebody. Because the thing about it is that took a lot for somebody to tell you that. And until y'all women that do that to men, y'all ought to be ashamed of yourself. Because the thing is, some of these women, y'all want people to understand who you are and understand what you stand for, and be remorseful and empathetic about what you've been through. But then you turn around and some of y'all do these things to other men or you men. And that's terrible. That is honestly terrible. So I don't blame some of these men for not wanting to open up to some of y'all women, because y'all use that as ammunition. Now, to the good women that are out there that actually listens to their men, copes with their men, soothes their man, if he's actually being emotional and opening up to them and letting them on another side of himself and really giving him his all, kudos to the man that did that, and kudos to the woman that took that and she really held him close and let him know it's okay. That's a real woman. That's a real woman. That is a real woman. For the rest of y'all, some of y'all, I ain't gonna say that. Stop. Terrible ass. Okay. This is another one, y'all. And I know y'all always say, I don't know, that's how it's so. Is it okay for y'all friends to just pop up at your house? Me? Call my phone before you get to my house. Let me know when you come into my house. Because the thing about it is, you don't know what I got going on. I could be in my house walking around butt ass naked. I could be in there doing something. Yeah. Call before you come to somebody's house. Yeah, y'all don't just pop up at nobody's house like that. Don't do that. Stop doing that. Don't go ringing nobody's doorbell. Don't go knocking on nobody's doors, trying to see if they're home. Don't do that. Call before you come by somebody's house. You don't know what they got going on. They could be having anything going on right. Everything. And it just don't got to be there. You know, it could be something personal. It could be something, you know, anything that they got going on. Just something that they don't want to particularly have people around them when they're dealing with. You just don't know what's going on. Knock on these people's doors. Don't knock on these people's doors. Call them. Call them and see what's going on with them first before you just show up at somebody's house. That's how you get cussed out and get your ass whooped. Okay, this is my last one, y'all. And y'all tell me what y'all think in the comments below. I really want to know this one, y'all. Why do women make fun of men with lower jobs? Or why do some of them do? I'll just say neither needs to happen with both sexes, women or men. If that woman is grinding and she's doing what she's supposed to be doing, I don't care if she works at McDonald's. I don't care if she works at Burger King. I don't care if he works at a warehouse. I don't care if he works Uber. I don't care where they work. A human being and a person that is trying their hardest to do what they need to do at work does not need to be made fun of. They need to be congratulated. They need to be pushed. They need to be appreciated. They need to be told, listen, keep doing what you are doing. Keep moving forward. Keep providing. It's hard in this world, man. And it got enough people just tearing us down, trying to tear us down. And then y'all come behind us and y'all just making it worse. Y'all just doing the most and making it worse and worse and more worse for each other. And just stop doing that. Stop. Like, talking about, you know, I won't congratulate a fish for swimming. Listen, a fish can swim, but they have to be given a chance to swim. They got to be given a chance to swim. If you say you can't congratulate a fish for swimming, but they always on shore and can't get in the water, what's the point? That defeats the point. And if you give that man is given a chance, or that woman is given a chance to swim, and they swim, and they really take off, and they swim, and they trying to provide and do what they need to do, that is worth clapping for. It takes nothing to just clap for people. Stop looking at the accomplishments or the things that they haven't accomplished. Look at the accomplishments and things that they're doing. Just clap for folks, man. It takes nothing to just clap for people. Nothing to just clap for people. Just a good job. Just a you're doing great. Just a I see you. King, I see you queen. I see what you're doing as a person. I see how you're living. I see how you're providing. I see how you're taking care of your children. I see how you are making it through all the things. I see how you beat cancer. I see how you just lived. I see how you got to a wreck and lost your car and then got it back. You worked hard and got it back. You got 2 jobs. You got a 3rd job. Clap for these people. Clap for them. I hate hearing that's what you're supposed to do. No. Clap for them. It takes nothing to clap for somebody. To y'all, it takes nothing to clap for people. Stop the stupidity. Stop the idiotic remarks towards each other. Stop downing each other and just clap for each other. Stop trying to be in competition with each other. Nobody sees that y'all can grow as a unit if y'all continue to be in competition with each other. He did that, but he can't do it better than me. She did that, but I do it better. I put this on better. I do this better. Who cares? Clap for me, keep moving. And put your shit on, and then maybe we clap for you. Same way. It's too much. Too much of this shit going on. Too much. And humanity already got problems. Sticking together is going to be the only way that we grow as a race, as human beings, as people, and start that in the next generation with kids, with our families, and everybody else. It starts with you being a great person. It starts with you. So I don't understand how people treat people this way. And yeah, I'm just on one right now. I just don't see how people treat people this way. I really don't. There's too much good in this world, and there's too many ways to just say thank you, to say I appreciate you, to say I love you. It's too many ways. It's too many ways. Granted, people make mistakes, whatever the case may be, and you don't. But it's never too late to start. Be in control of you. Be in control of how you treat people, and that's going to result in how people treat you. That's what's going to happen. But yeah. After my rant, and your boy birthday is in 2 weeks. So I'm excited. So man, I'll be talking to y'all for my birthday, definitely. And I'm probably gonna go live. I wanna see y'all, man. So make sure that y'all like, share, and follow. And make sure y'all go on all the pages. I'm getting ready to put the Chop It Up Show maybe on Twitch up, maybe on Kick, and also on Spotify. So we finna amp this up. Because I want to reach more people so we can get more positive messages and talk to them more and really turn this into a show. Y'all, because I appreciate y'all and I appreciate the audience. Y'all are everything. Y'all give me what I need. And the more y'all comment, the more I like to hear different aspects coming from different races, different people, different communities, different everything. So just let me know what y'all think about everything. Any comment, don't be afraid to comment. Don't be afraid to comment, y'all. So make sure you follow YouTube, The Chop It Up Show, hosted by Jay. Make sure you follow TikTok on The Chop It Up Show, and also on Instagram, Chop It Up for TV. Y'all, again, this is Chop It Up Show, and I'm your boy Jay. I'm out.
Chop it up, break it down real quick. Talking big moves, we don't plan on quitting. Chop it up, lay it out real clean. Turning little visions to $1 million dream. Chop it up, you can talk a good game. Turn a small spark to $1 million flame. Chop it up, stack that plan from the bottom to the top. Yeah, we taking that chance. Chop it up, chop